Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Nikki's Transgender blog. I'm not changing the name, I'm just changing the opening. I am about 36 hours out of my last electrolysis treatment, and again, I've got some redness and swelling, and I expect it to be gone in like another day and a half, 2 days. I have 2 weeks, 3 weeks off from electrolysis on my face after that because I'm taking my kids to Florida to see my parents. So that should be good. And my mom's never seen Nicole outside of here before. So I'm taking my kids to Florida, to the beach, and I'm going to my mom's house. That is going to be so cool. And I can't wait because I love the beach. I grew up on Long Island, and I used to just love to just lie there on the beach, soak up the sun, go and catch the waves, and it was a pretty fun part of my life. So today I want to talk about just the procedures and what's happening in my life with those procedures and how they're getting paid for, okay? So here we go. Some of us are lucky enough to have insurance. Some people pay for all this on their own, and some people don't. Some people have to forego getting their GRS and SRS, or SRS, GRS, FFS, all these acronyms that cloud your mind and make you go, whoa. But bottom, middle, top on male, bottom, top on women, okay? Don't understand all this stuff, but it's pretty much, those are the surgeries. So on a male, make the face look more like it's a female, give you boobs if you're not growing any, and if I was 14, I'd be good, right? And get rid of reconstruct the genitalia into the sex that's appropriate to what you're presenting. So these are the things that are in my future. So insurance was dropped on me on the first of the year, and I've been an Apple employee for almost 7 years, but in the past, outside of paying for my hormones and my mental health, they weren't paying for anything. Okay, so the electrolysis I've had is coming out of my pocket, and I guess that's why in the past I was perfectly okay with not having GRS, because I was not seeing how I was going to get that money in the near future, especially paying everything, which I welcome because of my children, but like my child support and maintenance for the ex. So insurance came along and set me off on my quest. My quest was how to find out how to get rid of all of my charges for the things I was paying. So how to get insurance to start paying for things. And the things that I'm paying for that are now covered by insurance are my injectables, which are estradiol valerate, my GRS, my breast augmentation, and my trach. So I went to a doctor in Chicago. Hey, if anybody has WD-40, could you send me a can? Because this has to stop. Or send me a new chair. Anyhow, so I went to my GRS surgeon in Chicago in January for a consultation, and left there with a piece of paper that said I needed to have laser or electrolysis to remove the hair from the area of where the surgery is going to be performed. This is supposed to be a clean video, so I'm not going to start talking about appendages or anything like that. We'll just call it genitalia. So I have to have laser or electrolysis on my genitalia. So here's the key. So it's paid for by my insurance in a medical facility. Well, I wasn't very successful for a long time in finding a medical facility that had both somebody willing and somebody able and the equipment there to do this. Those are three things that have to happen. It all come together at the same time. It's like the planets align, and let me tell you, it was tough, but I found it, okay? That's A. It takes 5 months for that. It takes 30 to 45 days for a pre-approval or appeal to go through. And this is something that's just covered. So in reality, I shouldn't have to go through a pre-approval for a procedure that's medically necessary for an operation that I'm going to have. However, because this is outside of the norm and a bikini laser / electrolysis hair removal is considered cosmetic, I'm in this world of like shifting universes of trying to get people to understand it's covered, trying to get the insurance company to say, just give me something that says it's covered, and trying to get everybody happy so I can get this started. Yes, it would be easier if I just paid for it and got reimbursed. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I'm just lucky I have insurance. And I don't mind going through this because this is something that will make it easier for other people that will be going through it later on. So I'm finding things out. So if there's somebody that works for my company, Apple, in Atlanta, watching this, wondering what you got to do, I know. I know it all right now. So I've got it done. So where I'm at right now is I found the person, I found the place, they got the machine, I got the approval. So I start. And it's just under the gun. If I miss one treatment, that August date might get pushed back to September. Whew. So that's A. So that was one round trip around the world trying to figure out how to get that done. Okay? So the next part of it was actually my hormones. And I don't have that solved yet. I'll tell you where that started. My spironolactone, which is my anti-androgen, if anyone's wondering what that is, it reduces the testosterone in your body. It's also used for congenital heart failure or congestive heart failure. It's a diuretic, and it's why I go pee all the time. Every night, 3:15, like clockwork, pee. 3 times a day at work in the morning, 3 times in the afternoon, pee. So, it's pretty funny, but that's spironolactone. It's been covered since day one, $5 on my plan. Estradiol, pill form, covered from day one. Estradiol valerate, 20 milligrams per milliliter, not covered. $58 a vial, 10 milliliters, sorry, 5 milliliters, 1 milliliter every 10 days. So that's what I'm on, okay? And that's $58. However, it's covered. And this is round 2 of going around the world trying to figure out how. So I started with my doctor helping me fill out an appeal. Sent the appeal to the exact address that I was supposed to send it to. And then it comes back to me that, oops, that's the wrong address. But it came back 45 days later that it went to the wrong address. Oh my Lord. This is just hysterical. So now it goes to the new address. Here goes another $58. And I gotta wait another 30 to 45 days to see what they say, which should be right about the time that I need a new vial. 2 things down. Alright. The operation is covered, and the insurance codes for it were probably not posted when my doctor submitted the pre-cert for the surgery. That got kicked back. That takes 30 to 45 days to get pre-approved. The doctor schedules out 3 months, and we'll schedule out as early as 2 months, and it takes almost 2 months for that pre-cert to get through. So I might not be getting my surgery in August again because the pre-cert might not be coming back soon enough for me to get the date I want. So, I mean, it's kind of funny, and I am laughing about this. I'm not complaining. I'm telling you what I've been through. And I'm not frustrated. Actually, at times, I've laughed and I've looked at it going, what is going on? And there's another girl that watches my videos. If she's watching them today, hey, that works for Apple. It's going through pretty much the same thing in her area. And it's just funny because I know that I have it easier than people that don't have the money to pay for it. However, I am running around like a little chicken without a head half the time trying to get these things done. So the things that I'm looking at also are boobs and trach. I don't need boobs right now, and my trach, I'll take it or leave it, but I want that to be done when they're doing my downstairs surgery. So at least when I'm laid up for both at the same time. Well, those two got they went through like that. The two things that aren't really needed right now go through like crazy. The things that are needed, like the electrolysis and the it's just funny. That's all. So that's the things I'm going through. So next year, if WPATH does meet this year and say medically necessary additions to standards of care, which are the World Professional Association for Transgender Health, has these have these standards of care that were originally created by Harry Benjamin. I should know this stuff because I'm trans. They're adding things to that which are going to say medically necessary. A lot of things for female to male and a lot of things for male to female. Now, of course, since I'm male to female, I know these. And they're going to be adding, possibly, somebody correct me in comments if I'm wrong, but they're going to be adding things like facial feminization, facial hair removal, and I think that's the things that are going to be added because already it's breast augmentation, trachea, and GRS. That's on there. And I know there was an addendum, but it's not in the standards of care themselves. Now, when that gets published, the HRC, Human Rights Commission, which compiles a corporate equality index, I think that's what it is, the CEI, have certain criteria that you have to meet to become 100%. And some companies, like Apple, who I work for, and some others, pride themselves on that. So if the standards of care updated and the CEI now says that to get 100% you need to be covering facial hair removal and facial feminization surgery, I go through this next year too. I don't want anybody feeling bad for me because I have it better than so many girls out there, and I'm not rubbing it in. I know I have it better. And I thank whatever gave me this opportunity, whatever has made my path as easy as it has been. And yes, I know I fought a custody battle, but I got my kids back, and my life isn't so bad. I actually like it. I like where I am. I like what I look like. I like who I am. And, for the first time in my life, I'm full-time as Nicole, and I'm happy. I'm very happy. So I was just giving you an update on the fun things I'm going through. And when you look at me, and if I look a little stressed, yeah, I might be a little stressed getting through this. These are for the people that meet me in real life. And no, if you don't know me in real life, I'm not telling you where I am. But I really am happy. I really am in a good place. And the things that get me down because there are certain things in life that bring you down. But overall, I've got great children, and I love them, and I get to spend time with them now. I have an awesome job and work for an awesome company. I have the best clients in the world. I've been making friends. I have a wonderful girlfriend / fiance. If we could figure out how to fix the whole distance thing. So my life is good. All right, I'm out of breath. And thank you. And again, I'm trying on my voice. Trying it out. Gonna do my best. I love you all, YouTube. Thank you for coming by. Bye.